What's bracking, guys? Welcome to episode 17 of my FC Utrecht road. So definitely want to grab a lot of points in this episode against Pek Zwolle here to start things out. 3 league matches as well as match against Dundalk. So definitely would love 4 wins in this episode here. They'll be coming out with basically a 4-5-1, playing pretty attacking with 2 central midfielders, of course. Kind of variant of a formation used in FM15 quite a bit. You can see here Zardes, Boymans up top, Ruben, Fuentes, Ayub, Selnes, Mings, Lewin, Douglas, Koum, Verhoeven. So definitely been our strongest lineup as of late. We want to get things going here with a bang in this episode, though, with 3 points. You'll see Zardes on the counterattack, trying to a good little bit of dribbling right there, showing off his pace, acceleration. A great ball played for him through here. Zardes, what's he going to do? He's going to cut back to his right foot, and he's going to tuck that in. So a great goal for him to start things out. You can see some great play from him throughout that build-up there, of course. Just kind of running at the defenders, finding a bit of space here, cutting back, and a solid little finish. Keeper probably should have done a little bit better. That was hit very softly, but Zardes, you can see he's been really racking up the goals for us. Great to have him on our side, but you'll see here a ball put it into the box here. Very good touch. Ball's going to be played back in the middle, and it looks like a very good save from Verhoeven there. Nearly a bit of a mess, as for some reason he didn't just fall on top of the ball. You see Zardes here is running at the defense again. They're going to wait for the overlap of Mings. Great job from him. He's going to take a touch, send this cross into Boymans, and nearly goes in, headed off the line. Zardes is going to take a shot, and it's going to be deflected out for a corner. So very good chances in that build-up as well. So definitely dominating the match so far, but you'll see here on this corner kick, looks like they may have a chance to grab a goal off this set piece. But look at this crazy stuff in the box. Nearly a goal. Probably really should have been one there in that instance, as just did not do a good job defending that right there. Definitely need to defend a lot stronger on those set pieces. But you'll see here them running at the defense. A good ball played here. Definitely Douglas should have won that. But great job from Lewin picking up for Douglas there with that deflection. Of course, it's really hard to defend on Legendary, in my opinion, at least. The players are always so, agile. It's tough at times. You can see here, so we may have a counterattack. Verhoeven's going to just blast the ball forward. Zardes is going to run on top of this one. I recommend you guys try to do this a lot, honestly, with your keepers. So just beautiful play. Boymans with the easy goal there. Honestly, if you know how to counterattack with your goalkeeper, whether it be even on, online modes or even in career mode as well, you can definitely make a lot of get a lot of easy goals on counterattacks. I do it a lot in pro clubs actually with my friend, and has worked quite a bit, a few times at least. But you'll see here them trying to come back. Pek Zwolle, good ball played over the top, and look at that, a decent bit of play there. Should have done a lot better defending that, but they do grab a goal either way. So we're going to try to come back. Definitely want to hold on the lead. Looks like we have another chance at goal, though. However, Yesiel here somehow is able to keep the ball, not get a foul called on him, but you'll see Ruben gonna run at the defense here, going down the wing. Nice bit of touches, nice bit of dribbling. Ball is gonna fall back to Cesar Fuentes, back to Zardes, and he's gonna head that in. So actually it looked like Fuentes kind of flicked that on. Can't remember if I was trying to go on goal, but either way, nice bit of play. That the ball is gonna fall to Zardes there for that easy head in, and a great job for him in this match. Of course, really created a lot here, but looks like we have another chance here, as they really are just pushing players up unnecessarily, in all honesty. Zardes going to play the ball back here to Ruben, and a great finish off of the post and into the back of the net there. So nice to see Ruben getting a goal. He's been struggling a bit lately, it seems like, but definitely want to get him to form. Of course, the youngster is a lot of talent, great as it can with his dribbling ability. He's continued to improve as well over the years. Definitely had a great season last season, and now he's been playing a lot, and mainly in the cam role now. Last season he didn't really have a genuine position at times. He was more of a striker, but now he knows his role, and he's been doing fairly well. It just hasn't been as consistent as I'd like so far, I have to say. But second match of the episode would be here against Utrecht. Definitely another match where you need to grab 3 points in. Of course, no changes for us in the lineup, it looks like. Definitely just want to keep things going. Actually, Yesiel is going to be playing in this one, up top next to Zardes. I will see how he does in this matchup here, as Utrecht definitely has some good players to look out for. Ciani is a very good midfielder in the game, I have to say. Very gifted physically as well. But you'll see definitely trying to come back here. running at us in this instance here, and that really probably should have been a goal there as the ball was cut back, but it was hit well over the bar, and you'll see Ruben, nice bit of touches right there, back to Selnes, going to take a bit of a deflection there. Look at this, he's going to do a fake shot, cut back in, he's going to hit that right at the keeper, unfortunately though. Nearly makes something happen there, but just a pretty good save in that instance, I have to say, but good effort from him, of course. You see the ball's been put in, ball's going to fall to Zardes, looks like, but going to fall back. It looks like really an injury as well. It looks like Zardes went down. As you can see, he did go down by this injury symbol above him, so pretty unfortunate there, because Zardes' score has been really good, so we're going to have to hope it's not a huge injury, but if he's able to play, I'm not sure, because it usually is kind of inconsistent in that manner, but you'll see a very good chance. Verhoeven with a big save, pouncing on the loose ball there. Great job from him, as we're going to try to go again on the quick counter, but it didn't work out that time. Ayoub here with the ball and played out wide to Mings, cut back to Ayoub, back in the middle to Selnes, cut the ball back to Cesar Fuentes, who picked up a knock as well. Look at that, a good chance, and yes, and Unal actually is going to get taken down there. So of course we did make changes both sides on the striker, in the striker position. Brought on Boymans and brought on Unal, because neither of them were doing too well. Of course, as you can see late in the match, struggling a bit against Heerenveen, but that's definitely a penalty drawn by Enes Unal. Good job from him. He's been kind of up and down, with playing time goes, but he's been doing solid so far for a youngster on loan with us at the moment. We'll see Boymans stepping up to take this penalty. Decent power, just going to roll right down the middle and roof that one. Great to see him grab that goal, of course. I definitely think we may end up trying to move him on eventually after this season and upgrade to a big striker, just kind of a big name. We'll have to see though, because if we do finish in a Champions League spot, we can have some good money coming through for us. But we see on the quick counter again, like I said, Boymans pushing off his defender, holding him off again. He's going to send this low cross into Enes Unal, easy tap in. Boymans off that quick counter again. Those are deadly, as I said before, with the goalkeepers. Put the ball in open space. Boymans just shows a lot of strength throughout that run to create that easy goal for Enes Unal. Actually, his first goal in the Eredivisie for us. He scored a few goals in the Europa League for us, so good to see him doing well there. So we'll see how things go in the next matchup. Of course, definitely a solid victory, 2-0. Kind of came on at the NBC. Zardes is going to be out for 3 weeks, and that means he's going to miss our last 2 Europa League matches, of course, and have one of them in this next episode and the last one in the next in the episode after, of course. We'll see how things go, though. Without him, we do have good striker depth now. That's exactly why I brought in Yasil and Unal. So we'll see how things go in this matchup. Definitely should be beating Dundalk here. Definitely need to, just grab a very easy 3 points, in my opinion. It should be, but you never know in these matches. Some of the smallest teams can play like Barcelona at times, it seems like. As you can see, I put out essentially a backup squad. You'll see here Unal, Yassir Barazait, Gomes, Zeralem Savic, Zulo, Marquit Lecher, and some other players as well. So definitely a backup squad. Zulo, look at this, great bit of play from him with that dribbling skill. He's definitely a very attacking left back. He's a solid backup, I have to say. Unal is going to cut this ball back to Barazait. He's going to play the ball back to Yassir, and a very good finish from him right there. Glad to see our young strikers getting on the score sheet for us, of course, in these matches, because you never know when we're going to need them. Of course, we're going to need them soon in a big some big matches coming up as well, with Zardes out for the 3 weeks, so we'll see how things go. Definitely, it's going to be basically, even though they're playing together at the moment, they're going to be competing essentially for who will be starting up top next to Boymans for these next 2 weeks or so. But you'll see the ball's been played over the top now for the Gomes. Good job from him. I really like the way he plays. He may be working himself into the rotation with that type of play here. Ball's going to fall back to Yassir. Look at this. Great job from him. Somehow sneaks that into the short post. And Yassir is going to grab a big brace here. Great job from him. Solid bit of a touch there. You're going to just barely get that in on the short post, but Yassir grabbing another goal for us. It looks like he may be the one making the case to start with Boymans in the next matchup, but we'll see how things go here. So definitely a very easy victory. I have to say, I didn't show too many highlights because I also didn't want the episode to run on too long, essentially, but you can see here, last matchup of the episode is going to be against Cambuur now. Definitely another matchup in the league where we have to grab 3 points if we want to stay on pace to qualify in a Champions League spot for next season. So they come out with a 4-3-3 3, of course. Boymans and Unal is actually going to be starting this time, but Yasiel, we're going to have him off the bench, so I decided Unal is probably the better option just because he's a bit pacier, essentially, and Boymans is really doesn't have any pace at all, because Cistelna is playing the ball back to Ruben. It can take a shot. It's going to fall back to Boymans, and very weird goal, I have to say. He's going to finish that one, but the deflection definitely helped Ruben. Ruben will kind of get an assist, I guess, on that one. Boymans is going to power that one in there. Good job from him to grab a goal, but weird circumstances, of course, on that goal. But you'll see Fuentes running at the defense, has a bit of space here. Probably could have played Unal through earlier, but he's going to play the ball back to Boymans here. Kind of run down. Ayoub's going to get a hold of that one. This should have been a good chance. Ayoub is able to get that ball in anyways. Looked like that chance was really cut out, but Ayoub somehow sneaks that in onto that short post, of course. Keeper, again, probably should be doing a lot better. We'll take it, though. Hopefully, we see a lot of improvements with keeping in the next FIFA, because that was really late to dive, it looked like, as well. Just moving up and then diving down doesn't make any sense at all, in essence. You can see right there, but either way, we'll take that goal. 2-0 up right now. Definitely want to continue on and maybe grab some more goals, put this result down, grab another 3 points here. You see this is very annoying stuff. We should have had the ball right there. Probably should have just cleared it out right away for Lewin. But you can see again, we win the ball continuously, but somehow it falls back to them. As you see, some decent play. Ball's going to fall through on the cross. Of course, Lewin and Douglas were out on that one, trying to defend. So yeah, that was really bad defensive play in some aspect, essentially. But we really should have gotten the ball before that, prevented that cross from happening. But you'll see Fuentes here send this ball in on the cross. Ruben's going to flick it in, but a great save there off of that header. Really good power on that, but now the keeper comes up with a big save on what should have been a goal, in my opinion, but cannot finish there. You can see a good little bit of play here. Ball's going to fall back. Really good hold-up play, playing the ball back in the middle. Great save from Verhoeven, though, using his hands. Good reaction save to put that out for a corner. But you see another good chance here. Going to try to come back on the counter, though. Ball's going to be played to Boymans. It just played to him very roughly there. Too far away from him to get on that one. We're going to try to go back on the counter attack again, though. Ball's going to be played to Unal. Definitely has a chance to play the ball back to Ruben. Back to Peterson, to Fuentes, who's going to be able to put this game to bed. Definitely looked at times that Comberto was going to be able to, grab the equalizer, but thankfully Fuentes comes up big for his first goal of the season. Great job from a very good player, honestly. He's been very good for us. I believe he's up to 74, 75 overall. He's just a very underrated player in this game, I have to say. Definitely look out for Cesar Fuentes if you're going to play, a very kind of possession-minded, attacking-minded game with your central midfielders. As you can see, we have some players going to take a look at. I definitely just like to bring players in if they have good potential. I don't, mess around usually, but I'm probably going to try to wait a bit on some of these guys. We'll see how things pan out, because we definitely do have some very good guys in our youth academy already. We have 2 wingers, and I'm not sure when to call them up. I think I might just call them up right away. Some people have said to wait for the May bump, but I've heard other instances not to wait for the May bump. But you'll see here in first place right now, top of the table. We want to keep this up, guys. This could be a tremendous season for us after a bit of a rough first season, qualifying for Europa League, but probably could have done better, weren't that consistent in that season. So this is going to be tremendous. Now we have to look at the group as well. So we're playing Olympiacos in the next matchup, and look at that. We need to grab a win against them to move on in Europa League. So we'll see how things go there. It's going to be a very interesting episode, guys. The next one, probably going to have it out actually either Sunday or Monday. I think I might do a lot more uploads of this because I want to finish this, because it's a pretty intriguing series, and it actually has pretty good support as well. So I hope to have this done, especially maybe 2 more seasons by the time FIFA 16 comes out, guys. But look at the matches again that I'll have in story for you guys in the next episode. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. Definitely be a great episode coming up. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.